My friends, you know why I'm answering, I try my best to answer the emails as best I can and the comments too. I don't know, I have to start looking at some of the comments on my videos, but I get so many emails and they so like targeted and they want to know so much. And so I'm like answering emails more than I do the comments on my videos. But I find that it's very difficult with the way bodybuilders are being influenced today to do what I tell them to do. First of all, my friends, Rick Drayson, he's let me see, well, he was after me. Yeah, Rick Drayson. He really he's into Rich piano. I'll talk about Rich later. But I'm trying to, and he says the same thing because he's older guy now, and he says you have to, my friends. I know what it is when you're young. The older guys know. But the younger guys, I know what it is. You want to build tomorrow. You don't want to wait till you don't today. You want to build, have a body tomorrow. It doesn't work that way, my friends. And you got to understand one thing. Please focus training for health and not for trying to get as huge as you can temporarily. It doesn't work. It's not sustaining and doesn't keep your interest up. Now, if you really want a nice body that will carry you and build, I don't mean a body that you like. I mean build. Let me tell you now. Let me explain what I'm saying when I say full body workouts every other day. Now, let me break this down. You cannot, my friends, do 10 sets of each muscle full body. You can't do it. So if you're doing the split routine, which I can think is, oh God. See, this is stuff all pushed forward by the guys that take the juice, my friend, and you don't understand it. That's what annoys me. These guys tell you what they do, but they don't tell you how they do it. What do they do to get the way they are? You see what I'm saying? They just tell you this is what I do, and these young fellas, which I understand, go crazy. They try to copy those routines. Don't get bogged down on routines. Routines is not the answer. There's no answer to what this guy does with his body has nothing to do with what you do with your body. It's the way you respond to the exercise you're doing. Now, you see a guy doing 1,001 different curls. You get some theories of saying you got to shock the muscle, turn them up, whatever. I did two main exercises for my arms. Alternate curls and the concentration scoop curls. That's the two main exercises. I did other exercises, but they were short term. The exercises that my whole body and everything uh, uh, meshed in was that heavy alternate curls. I was up to 100 pounds in each arm. Each arm doing alternate curls. I got a photo of me and on my website, leroycover.com, where my training partner, Tom, had to hold my legs down because you didn't want to tip over because the weight was so heavy. And you wanted to concentrate just on your biceps. That was the thrilling curl for me. Some guys don't like it. Fine. But don't say, oh, Leroy did alternate curls. I'm going to do it. No, no, no. That was no magic in alternate curls. I did them steady. I did them every other day because of my tricep and the scoop curls. That's all I did. Now you get some guys doing 1,001 different curls, and that's not the answer. It's not the answer. And your body has memory. You see, that's why if you do, a lot of guys are just the same exercise, they get bored, do whatever you want to. But when you do the same exercise and you go, because as you go, get stronger, you move more weights. But what happens, the body memorizes it, believe it or not. It's called muscle memory. That's why a guy that builds his body terrifically can lay off 6, 7 months and take him short time to really get back into shape because your system never forgets. It's a fascinating thing. But here what I want you to do. Split routine. See what's wrong with a split routine is. You take too long before you get back to the muscle. Say if you do your arms and your triceps, and you do a whole lot of, one day, then you do the legs. And by the time you get your arms again, it's 4 days. Too long. That's what Arnold and I used to talk about all day. Too long. You've gone too long without hitting that muscle again. And you actually retrogress. And then when you go to the muscle, think about it. You got to get into the groove again. You almost forgot the feeling of there's no continuity. Now, if you want to build let me tell you, cut the sets down. You cannot do 10 sets of body part and do your whole workout in one session. You can't do it. Maybe you can, but I have no right to say you can't do it. Some guys do it, and fine. But it takes too long, maybe, and there's all kinds. But do a minimum of 3 sets of body part. Do your arms, your legs, your back, but try to use those exercises to take a lot out of you, like abdominals and legs to the last, unless you want to prioritize your legs and you want to build your legs. That should be the first exercise. And another thing, my friend, whatever you're lacking, whatever you want to focus on, make that the first exercise you come in the gym. That's the first exercise you do. And you know something? The body will favor it. You'll find that if you enter curls, you scratch your head and you feel it working your bicep, because your body, it's amazing, that body. And when you tune in, my friends, there's no substitute. And it'll talk to you, but you got to interpret it. It will complain, it won't explain. The body don't explain. You got to have enough instinct to know what it's telling you. But when I tell you about full body workout, it's unbeatable for sustaining your interest. Because every time you come back to train, you're energized. Your body has been able to recover. And you're enthused. When you start some of these trainers go, they wear the people out, they don't come back. And if you got to go to the gym and take a deep breath and say, oh, geez, I got to train today. If you say, oh, geez, I got to train today, go home. Because the body has not sent the signal to the brain. The body signals the brain. The body didn't tell the brain, I'm ready. That's why you're sighing. When the body says, I'm ready, you can't wait to get to the gym. When the body's not ready, you feel that, oh, I got to get a cup of coffee. I got to get a pre-workout drink. That gets me so goddamn mad, I don't know what to do. If you need a pre-workout drink, you're in trouble. You are in trouble, my friends. Because that means your body is not ready. Nothing wrong with going home. Because you know what happens when you keep pushing yourself? And this is what happened with the guys with the Jews. They age way before their time. They die before their time. Because you know why? They're forcing the body to do what it don't want to do. They're using the juice to force, they wear out their endocrine system. And I tell you, my friends, I see guys that's heavy in the juice, and they look so much older than they are. But I don't want that for you guys. I want you to know, I'm not telling you do what you want. You know, you can drink horse urine if you want, if you think it build a body. A lot of guys drink their own urine. I mean, not bodybuilders, I know, but that's another thing, fad out there, drinking your own urine. There's so much shit out there. But I'm going to tell you, not something I heard or read, something I know. That's the difference. And I know from way back, a lot of these guys with our attitude, they can't accept that. But I tell you one thing, don't. When I tell you something, just try it. I want you guys to go into this thinking of health, not trying to look freaky, because you're not going to look freaky. And I'm not telling you these guys are playing with themselves. That's how they got big. They train. Some of them do a lot of pump work. You can do almost anything when you're using the juice. And people will develop based on their chemistry. And of course, your natural genetics. But you see, today, look, they all got genetics. I mean, I look at some of these guys. I saw this contest, I think it was somewhere in the Philippines, and I had to look good to see who I couldn't do. They all look the same. Watch when you look at these guys. There's no distinguishing look to them. But I want you guys to go into this thinking of one thing. I'm going for my health. That's what I'm going for. I'm training for my health. So cut down your repetitions and eat all your body parts in one day and don't do a damn thing the next day. Stoke up, because what you eat the next day will prepare you for the next day. I hope that helped a lot. I hope that explained more than it was before. So my friends, you know, anybody that did my video know what's coming. To be continued.